Honorable Thiru M.K. Stalin, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Srinivasan, Chairman of TVS Motor Company. I am very happy to participate in this function in memory of Sri T.S. Srinivasan, whom I shall refer to from now on as Cheema, as I knew him as my uncle. When I think of Cheema, the first word that comes to my mind is mentorship. He was a mentor par excellence as far as I am concerned. It's very important in one's life to have concerned mentors who will not only teach you the good things in life, but also show interest in how you evolve as a human being. And when I turned 25, I had the good fortune of having Cheema as my mentor to teach me how to become a businessman of any repute. Cheema was not just a mentor. He was a friend, he was a well-wisher, and he always guided me with a soft touch on my shoulder on how to go about valuing people, looking after employees, and at the same time seeing that the company made enough profits. I remember when I first joined as an apprentice in Wheels India in 1961. After about 2 years, he called me and he said, we have a license for manufacturing bolts and nuts for the automobiles. Why don't you take it up and run it? So I, in all my innocence, told him, Cheema, I have no experience in engineering. I'm a literature student. I have never studied engineering. So he looked at me very seriously and he said, neither am I. I am not an engineer. So what I suggest is you get books, read, ask questions, find out from others how to make bolts and nuts. You can't just say, I don't know. If you don't know, you learn. So that's exactly how he was. He showed me the way in which to launch my career in 1962. And from there is no looking back. When we started, it was a very small company, and today it is one of the largest fastener manufacturers in the world. He was a man who was not only concerned, but also very upright, and he guided whenever there was guidance was needed. But whenever he felt that guidance was not needed, he would just say, go make mistakes. You will learn by yourself. It is not important that I tell you everything. Because if I tell you everything, then it's nothing you will learn. You will just follow me, and at the end of 10 years, you will tell that I have to ask Cheema before I take a decision. So that is not what I want you to be. I remember when we first started Wheels India Limited in 1961, my other uncles and my father asked Cheema, how much land do you need to set up Wheels India? So after consulting the collaborator, Dunlop and Company, he said, I think we need about 5 to 10 acres. So they said, okay, 5 to 10 acres, we will give you land. And then now you go and negotiate with the government and buy 10 acres of land. Mr. R. Venkatraman was the Industries Minister at the time. He went and bought 300 acres. I talked to him once about it, and then he said, they don't realize that this company is not going to remain as it is. It's going to grow. And when it grows, you'll be hunting for land again. So I'm looking at 25 years from now, 30 years from now, how the company will grow. And he told me, even this land is not going to be enough. You're going to go out of Padi, you're going to have factories in some other part of the country. So you need this land. That is a kind of foresight Cheema had, which I have imbibed. I now realize what a tremendous foresight he had as far as setting up factories is concerned. The next point is that he was tenacious in solving problems. He never let problems simmer. He always used to tell me, if there is a problem that cannot be solved, it will take you today to solve it. But if it is an impossible problem, it will take you till tomorrow to solve it. So that is how he approached the problems. But his immediate concern was not just setting up Wheels India, Brakes India, Sundram Clayton and Lucas TVS. Those were the first 4 companies. I mean, people now sometimes take years to set up one company and run it well, but he set up 4 companies foreseeing the need for components for automotive industry in the coming years. At that time, as all of you know, industry was very small. We just had ambassador cars and Fiat cars, and all in small numbers. He felt that we needed components as we went along. And I must say, the amount of energy that he spent in the office, ironing out right from the layout to finding out how to manufacture them, having meetings with the collaborators, it was not an easy task. He tried very, very hard and he succeeded. But the jewel in the crown is the TVS Motor Company. He started dreaming about manufacturing a two-wheeler. And when he first went to the government saying that he wants to manufacture a two-wheeler which will carry two people, but it will be a moped, it will not be a motorcycle. And the company said there is already enough people manufacturing motorcycles. At that time there were only 2 or 3 people. All he wanted was license for 2 lakhs. So the government said 2 lakhs, there is no market for 2 lakhs in India. We can't give you that kind of license. They finally said we will give you an annual production of 60,000 per year. And out of 60,000, you will have to export 40,000. So only 20,000, there will be a market for India. So we accepted, or he accepted, Cheema accepted. Today, TVS Motor Company alone manufactures more than 3.7 million motorcycles. So that is how he foresaw the country. So he was a man of tremendous foresight, tremendous tenaciousness, a tremendous goodwill for the employees. He was truly a very, very good mentor, and with whom I had the opportunity of working with for 17 years. I have met many people of outstanding qualities. And whenever I meet somebody with outstanding qualities like Cheema, one poem comes to my mind. And I would like to finish my speech with that poem. And this poem was composed by a poet who lived 2,300 years ago in Tamil Nadu. He wrote, of course, in Tamil during the Sundram times. It was translated by Mr. A.K. Ramanujan, a professor in America. And it goes something like this. In the ancient times in India, especially in the south, young princes were sent on trade missions to understand the intricacies of trade and commerce. This prince, who was called Ilam Peruvaludi, was a young Pandya prince who lived around 300 BC. He was on such a journey when his ship capsized and the boy drowned. Since he died in the sea, he was called Kadalul Maindha Ilam Peruvaludi. He wrote a number of poems. However, this is the only poem which has survived. It is amazing to note that at such a young age, he talks about the values of a noble person. And now I will read to you his poem in Tamil. Whenever I think of a great person, and this poem comes to my mind. Undal Amma Ivulaham. This world is there because Indirar Amridam Iyaivarayinam Ididana Tamir Undalum Ilare. Even if the ambrosia of gods is given to a person, he will not eat alone. Munivilar, they have no anger in them. Tunjalum Ilar Pirar Anjuvadanji. They fear the evils that other men fear, but they will not sleep over them. Puhalanin Uyirum Kodukuvar, Paliyanin Ulahudan Perinum Kollalar. If there is fame to be had or honor to be got, they will even give their lives. But if there is any taint from what they are receiving, they will not even touch it with the whole world is given to them. Ayarvilar, they have no faintness in their heart. Annamachi Anayarahi, Pirarkena Muela Nondran, Tamarkena Muelana Unmayane. They will not work for the welfare of themselves. They will only work for the welfare of others in the world. Because such people are, this world is. Annamachi Anerahi, Tamakkena Muela Nondran, Pirarkena Muelanar Unmayane, Undalam Mayulaham. This is the mark of a very enlightened person. And this is the kind of enlightenment I found in my uncle Cheema. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk on behalf of him. And I will always remember him as a great catalyst in the success of my life. Thank you very much.